God must have known that I had something to share.
Amen.
My story starts from 2 years ago, and I shared the first part. 2 years ago, I lost my brother-in-law, my sister's husband, and it kind of really hit home. I think I shared that too, because that was the first one in our generation that we lost. I have 7 siblings. There's 8 of us, and he was the first one in my generation. And it's so sad to see my sister so young as a widow. But we just hit hard times, and God carries us. But then shortly after that, sometimes you go through storms and they just kind of continue for a while, and that's the way I feel. Because shortly after that, probably just 4 months later, in February of last year, my sister-in-law was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And, she'd been sick for a while, but she worked up until the end. We didn't know what was wrong with her. She was going to the doctors, and they finally diagnosed her. And by the time they diagnosed her, she was stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And she lost her battle October 12th of last year. It was a huge loss for us. That's my only sister-in-law, my husband's only sister. And we were so close. I called her every day on the way to work. And she was one that always made you feel good. I always called her sunshine. Because she was my ray of sunshine. So I would call her every morning, and she had a beautiful thing that I called her, "Good morning, sunshine, how are you doing?" And she would tell me, "I'm doing great. The world's all wrong, but I'm great." I always remember that. I miss that. So she always lifted me up. She was such a positive person, and I really, really miss her. And then just 5 months later to the day, March 12th of this year, I lost my mom. And that was very difficult as well. She was 86 years old, so we knew that the time was coming. But it was so sudden. She fell, and thankfully, she lived by herself, but she was not by herself. We had gone to visit. My sister was here from Houston too, so it was us two and our husbands. And she was talking afterwards, and she was talking. I called in EMS. They came, and they were working on her, and she was talking to them, and she looked fine to me. And they picked her up. We followed the ambulance, and just probably a couple miles down the road, the ambulance stops. And we went, what is going on? So I go over there, and they don't tell me anything, just we're working on her. What does that mean, we're working on her? So it was for a while, and then another ambulance came. And then when they opened the door to the back, the technician went in, and we could tell that they were administering CPR. So I had this really, really sick feeling, could it be? Well, they had told us they were going to take her to University Hospital, and so they took off. They didn't tell us anything, so we lost the ambulance. Well, they went to a different hospital. So we went to one hospital, they were in another hospital, so I'm calling around and trying to find out what's going on, and finally, they told us where she's at. So we go over there, and they don't want to tell you anything. Well, we're going to get the nurse to talk to y'all. And then the nurse comes, and we're going to get the doctor to talk to y'all. So, all this time, that sick feeling in the gut of your stomach is building up, and sure enough, they finally, this doctor told us everything that happened. And just really sudden. I knew that the time was coming, it wasn't going to be too long, but she was still living alone and taking care of herself. So, I thought, we have a little bit more time. But, it wasn't to be, and it was so strange because I had just prayed, God, I know the time is coming for Mom to leave us, but please don't let her be alone. I don't want her to be alone when that happens. And I didn't know he was going to answer that prayer right away. He answered it right away, and thankfully she wasn't alone. It's been, a rough a rough trip, but, you know, he answered my prayer. He answered my prayer. And then through this, you know, we're also having problems with Edward. You know, Edward's been having issues with his health, and it's been for the last 5 years. For the last 2 years have been really rough on him. In the last few months, you know, even worse. So we've been dealing through this, you know, and then when he didn't make it to the funeral for my brother-in-law, he didn't make it to the funeral for my mom. You know, that's how bad he was. And then one morning he got up, with, you know, can we just go to Tita's? You know, that's what they call my mom. So it was in August, early August. So, you know, we went because he felt so bad. He felt like something in our home was making him sick. And so we went to stay at my mom's. And I thought it was just gonna be for a little while, but we're still there. It's been 4 months already. But shortly after that, we prayed about it and we decided that we were gonna go ahead and put our house on the market. So we put the house on the market in September, a month later. And my brother had 2 acres, they're close to my mom, so we went ahead and purchased the 2 acres. And so we have all these things going on, you know, we're still trying to mourn the loss of our loved ones, and Edward's ill, and all this is going on. And then just this week, we got a call from the realtor. And so the realtor was, there was an offer, and it was a great offer. I think even the realtor could believe it because it's as is, they're not asking for anything. For the asking price, there was everything, one cash offer, and it would close in 2 weeks.
Amen.
So it was really fast, and it's so strange because, you know, sometimes we think we have God all figured out. And it's like, okay, well, for Thanksgiving, our son was here with his family, so, you know, we're staying at mom's, he stayed at our place, plenty of room for everybody. And then for Christmas, Jen is here, Jen and her husband, so we said, okay, we'll all stay at the house. And we made it through the holidays, you know, probably maybe the first of the year, God's gonna sell this house. And now it's like, okay, you think you're in control? Just to let me know that he is still in control, things are happening the way he intended, the time that he intended. So we've been, you know, really happy about that. Edward is getting treatment. He's getting better. And, you know, through all this, I want to thank all of you guys for your prayers because, you know, we go through storms in life, peaks and valleys, but God holds us together.
Amen.
He's still on the throne. He's still in control.
Amen.
He's got us.
Amen.
There have been some really, really dark days, you know, like I told you with what we're going through, and with Edward, that has been a big strain for us. And I don't want to go too much into Edward, because I know someday Edward's going to be up here getting his
Amen.
Amen. I know God's carrying him, and, you know, I know he's going to be fine. We've had some really, really rough moments with him, but God is in control.
Amen.
Amen.
He controls the whole universe. And I'm so grateful. And I just want to tell you that as you're going through storms in life, just hold on to him.
Amen.
Even if it's from just the thread, hold on to him. Hold on to him tight. In the good times and the bad times, through everything, just hold on to him. Because he's all we got. Who do we have? We don't have him.
Amen.
Amen.
He, you know, I wouldn't change anything. Everything that I've gone through, you know, God has carried us through and we've been able to make it. We can still laugh. I remember when my dad passed away, I remember telling my mom, I'm never gonna laugh again. At that moment, that loss that I had, I really sincerely thought, I am never going to laugh again. But you know what? You laugh again, the sun still shines.
Amen.
God is good. And that's what I
Amen.
want you to take away, that God is good, and just hold on to him no matter what you go through. And we're all going to go through those storms, because we all do it. I remember, I think it was Pastor Ruber that preached, you're either getting ready to go through a storm, going through a storm or just coming out of a storm. That's just part of life. So just hold on to him while you go through all the storms. I can tell you that through this experience, it has brought us closer together. It has allowed us to spend more time with the Lord, more time in the Word, singing praises to His name. So there's a lot of good that has come out of this. And that's what I want you to know. There's so much good through the bad times too.
Amen.
And what I want you to go to, if you turn to Philippians 4, 6, and 7, this is something that we really would hold on to when we were going through this. And that's again Philippians, verse 4, 6, and 7. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. And He's the only one who can give us the peace that surpasses all understanding.
Amen.
And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that we don't have to depend on people for our peace, but the God of the universe is the one that provides.
Amen.
And I want to read this in closing. And it says, God permits trials to assail His people, that by their constancy and obedience, they themselves may be spiritually enriched, and that their example may be a source of strength to others. And then it quotes, I know the thoughts that I think toward you, said the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil. And that's out of Jeremiah 29:11. The very trials that test our faith most severely and make it seem that God has forsaken us are to lead us closer to Christ, that we may lay all our burdens at His feet and experience the peace which He gives us in exchange. And that's out of Prophets, Patriarchs and Prophets, page 129.
Amen.
So just remember, if there's anything that you take away with this, just remember to hold on to Jesus no matter what you're going through. There's good times and bad times. This week was a really good week for us. You know, getting the call from the realtor and seeing that everyone's doing a little bit better, getting treatment. They finally know what's wrong with him. And so it's a really, really good week.
Amen.
And, you know, there's a good week and there's a bad week, but, you know, we love God through all of them. We continue holding on to Him, and we continue to worship Him, and we look for the day when all this will be but a memory, and we will have eternity with Him. No more tears, no more pain, no more death. And I look forward to that day, as I'm sure you do too.
Amen.
I love you all.
Amen.
Amen.